Talk about a true survivor. Shrek 2 overcame tidal waves, tornadoes, blizzards to hang on to the top spot at the box office over the Memorial Day weekend. And for more on the box office numbers, we're joined by someone who's actually survived her own share of Hollywood disasters, People Magazine's Leah Rozen. It's always great to see you, Leah.
Thank you, David. Good morning.
Shrek 2 is supposed to be hilarious. I mean, you've loved it. I did not get a chance to see it yet.
It is just relentlessly clever. It's very funny, and it is clearly pulling in those family audiences. This is when you make real money. But this is a weekend, a holiday weekend that Hollywood is very pleased with. It was a record-breaking Memorial Day weekend. The top 12 movies took in $233.5 million, which last year all the movies made only $202 million. So big weekend. Yeah. Shrek itself did $92.2 million. Let's look at a clip. This is where the fairy godmother visits Princess Fiona.
Now don't worry. I'm here to make it all better.
For a happy ever after, give Fiona a call.
Let's look at the numbers. Shrek 2 did $92.2 million. It has made $257 million in its first 12 days. The Day After Tomorrow, the big disaster film, made $86 million at the box office for the three-day weekend. Troy took in $15 million. Raising Helen did $14 million for the romantic comedy, and number 5 was Soul Plane, the Snoop Dogg film, at $7 million.
So why do you suppose Shrek 2 did so much better than The Day After Tomorrow? Is it because it appeals to all different demographics?
I think broader audience, and I think people are probably going back a second time. Day After Tomorrow, though, did perfectly respectable numbers. It is a classic disaster film, no better, no worse, some great special effects, very minor characters. Let's look at a clip, though, where you get an idea of the kind of special effects you're talking about. Okay, water, water, ice, ice everywhere. Now, what you don't see in that clip, and they don't have in their electronic press kit, is the dog. In every disaster film, David,
there's got to be the dog.
There has to be the dog, and the dog always lives. Always lives. That's the rule of disaster films. Because, you know, you can kill the old people, you can't kill the dog. I'm going to show you the single most egregious saving the dog film. This is Sylvester Stallone in daylight. They have already killed the old lady. We think her dog is dead, but look what happens. They're in a tunnel where there's a big fire. Now, in Independence Day, you had a truly heroic dog. That's Vanessa Fox there. But look at this dog. You know, it's the classic shot you have always seen every action hero. The big fireball. The dog is going to survive the fireball and the aliens. This is Dante's Peak, massive volcano. Again, the old lady has already died, but her dog, look, oh, in there, in the midst of all the lava, Fido will show up, much to the family's joy. You can't beat that. Bill Paxton in Twister goes in to save, yes, another old lady. They saved the old lady in this one, played by Lois Smith, but Bill Paxton's going to save the dog just in time. You know, the poor dog would have been in the collapsing house.
And it's not always the dog, is it?
No, it's not always the dog. There's OJ. Is he looking for the real killer in the Towering Inferno? No! He's looking for the kitty, you know, saving it from smoke inhalation. Just in time, he'll show up. This is, of course, one of your early classic disaster films from 1974. They hadn't quite figured out the dog formula.
Then there was Toto. Toto was saved, too.
Toto was saved. I mean, they always, you know, they save the dog. Disaster films are always popular, partly because the studios can then do the rides at the big thing. Let me show you.
You dug up one where the dog dies, right?
I'm not going to say it, but we'll show it to you. Steven Spielberg, let's give the man props. Lost World, Jurassic Park, which was the second of the films. Take a look at this.
Oh.
The theater I saw, everyone just laughed at that because it's become such a cliche that, you know, the dog will always survive. And in Day After Tomorrow, a supporting character has a dog, and there's a running thing where he's always taking care of the dog.
And why do you suppose there are dogs in so many films? I mean, everybody's got the dog. Is that basically it? Because
I think so many film owners have dogs, and they want to think that, you know, it's that heartwarming moment where the dog's gonna make it.
All right, maybe someday the old ladies will win. Leah Rozen, People Magazine, great to see you.
Thank you.
And you're watching World News Now.